Today, we're diving into something truly incredible. We're going to explore one of the most powerful and detailed visions of paradise, as described in the Qur'an.
I mean, think about it. It's a huge question, right? How do you possibly paint a picture of a reality that's completely beyond anything we can imagine? A place of just pure perfection and bliss.
You see, for the early Muslims, the answer wasn't just some list of facts. The descriptions of paradise in the Quran, they weren't a checklist of rewards. The whole point was to create a vision so real, so vivid, that you could almost feel the hereafter with your own eyes, making this far-off promise feel immediate. So let's explore how that was done.
Okay, so the first thing we really need to get is the why, the purpose behind all these detailed descriptions. This wasn't just poetry, it served a powerful strategic goal, to motivate a life of faith by giving a crystal clear vision of the destination.
This verse from the Quran, it's really at the heart of it all. It's telling us that while we get these beautiful glimpses, the true reality is a hidden joy. It's something so far beyond our wildest dreams, a kind of boundless reward that's being prepared for the faithful.
And this hidden joy wasn't supposed to feel like some abstract philosophy. No, these descriptions were meant to build a powerful internal reality, to really anchor your heart to the world to come. And the path to get that hidden joy was also made incredibly clear.
The Qur'an connects that ultimate reward directly to specific actions. Two things in particular were really emphasized: giving your wealth for the cause of Islam and, waking up from your bed to pray in the quiet, late hours of the night. These are basically presented as the keys to unlocking that amazing promise.
So we get the purpose, but what does this landscape actually look like? Well, the Quran paints a stunning picture, and it all starts with its lifeblood, the rivers.
And we're not talking about your average river. The Quran describes 4 completely unique kinds. You've got a river of water that never ever goes stale, a river of milk whose taste is always perfect, a river of wine that is purely delicious with none of the bad stuff we know from its worldly counterpart, and finally, a river of pure, clear honey. Each one is like a perfected version of something we know.
And beyond just the rivers, the imagery is one of constant, abundant life. The verses talk about multiple springs, some for the highest ranks, others for different groups, but they're all gushing forth. It's this incredible symbol of endless vitality and refreshment. And to give you a sense of the sheer scale of this place, get this. One tradition describes a single tree so huge that a rider could travel in its shade for 100 years and still not reach the end. That's a powerful way to describe just how immense this place is.
Okay, so the landscape is obviously incredible, but what about the people? What's it like for the folks who actually get to live there? Well, the descriptions make it clear that the inhabitants themselves are transformed to match the absolute purity of their surroundings.
This transformation is perfectly shown when you look at the wine of paradise. It's described as the total opposite of worldly wine. It has 0 intoxicating or harmful effects. No headaches, no bad decisions, no pain. It's just pure pleasure. A beautiful drink without any of the downsides.
And this inner state of pure joy, it's not something that's hidden. It is radiant. It literally shines from their faces. It's this visible sign of the delight and honor they're feeling, an unmistakable glow of pure contentment.
This purification is also physical, and it's total. It's taught that the people in paradise, they won't need to use the bathroom, they don't spit, they don't even get a runny nose. Their bodies are completely free from all impurities. Even the food they eat is transformed into this fragrant sweat that smells like musk, which is the finest perfume.
And this imagery of light just keeps reinforcing their complete transformation. The very first group to enter paradise is said to shine with the brightness of a full moon, and the groups that come after them will shine like the brightest stars you've ever seen in the sky. It's a state of just luminous purity.
So we've talked about the gardens, the rivers, the food, the purity of existence. But all of these physical descriptions, as magnificent as they are all pointing towards something even greater. They're just the setting for the ultimate reward.
And this brings us to the most important point. The verse says that for those who do good, there's the best reward, paradise itself, and even more. Islamic tradition explains that this even more is the greatest honor imaginable, the blessing of actually seeing God. And beyond that, it's receiving His eternal pleasure, the promise that He will never be displeased with them again. That right there is the absolute pinnacle, a spiritual reward that goes way beyond any physical joy we've described.
Which brings us right back to where we started.
All of these vivid details, from the rivers of milk all the way to the ultimate honor of seeing God, they weren't just nice stories. They formed a cohesive spiritual strategy.
At the end of the day, that's what this is all about. This whole vision is a tool for piety. By giving your heart a destination to long for, it makes the struggles of the journey here and now totally meaningful. It anchors you in the hereafter, so you can navigate this life with purpose, with patience, and with a deep, deep desire to earn that hidden joy.
And that really leaves us with one final question to think about. Knowing that this is the promised destination, a reality of pure joy, endless peace, and the ultimate reward of God's pleasure, how does that change the way we travel the path today?